Rams House TV, 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 Rams House TV. Whose house? Rams House TV. Like and subscribe. Gang, gang. Gang. What's good, around? It's your boy Snoop. It's your guy Jalen. And today, Round House TV. Welcome to episode 5, y'all. We here.
Hey, we finally here, y'all, man. Schedule release day for everybody. And getting their input on the schedules. And
yes.
All the sports media's been giving their intake.
All that good stuff.
Yup.
So make sure y'all go ahead and like and subscribe. You know, getting our platform up to the next level. So
you know how we do. Love. As y'all can see, man, we ran down today because it's a special day.
Special day.
We played, I think, a few months ago.
Yeah.
Just a matter of when.
What?
We found that out.
Today. Let's get it, ramily. Let's go. Get hype. Let's get it, man.
In case nobody's seen the schedule, the full schedule, home and away, and what we're going to be playing, here's the schedule right here.
We'll go ahead and pop it up.
You know. And what's a game, man, that you're looking forward to on the schedule, Snoop?
Well, first and foremost, you got the first game, Sunday night game.
Oh yeah, of course the first game.
But you know, since under Sean McVay, you know, we're undefeated in open games.
4-0.
4-0. So
4-0. Also as well, we get fans back.
We get the fans. We get the fans.
We get the fans back in
the
SoFi.
fans. Yes, sir. Can't wait to see that.
Some we was robbed of last year due to the fucking pandemic.
So I guess we get a little makeup for this season. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Definitely got to see the fans in those seats this year, man. The SoFi, man.
Definitely.
Let's see. As y'all can see on the screen, this Los Angeles Rams schedule. I know y'all seen it already. I know y'all turned up about it. And we are. Me and Jordan are most definitely turned up about it. Let's see. We got. I'm looking forward to this. To this Detroit game. Too as well.
Nah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Detroit game. You got your interesting one, Sunday night one against Tennessee. You know, that's an interesting one. What about you, Jordan? What you see on there?
Oh, easily the Bucks. Week 3.
Oh yeah, Bucks. Yeah.
I think that's gonna pretty much be a test for us early in the season. Defending champs. We got them at home this year, so that's always a good thing to have those type of games in front of your home crowd.
Definitely.
You know, and it's also as well some of our takeaways once we actually get to them.
Yeah.
They'll also reflect on a lot of what, you know, as far as what the schedule is. But yeah, a game I'm looking forward to is definitely against the GOAT.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We beat them last year. Of course, you know they're gonna want to look for some revenge. But I think, you know, we probably gonna get that win, but too early to really tell. But yeah, week 3 for me, definitely. I'm looking forward to that shit.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Also the Jared Goff Bowl as well. Yeah. I look forward to him coming back to LA.
Gotta look forward to that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a game that a lot of Rams fans gonna be circling on their calendar, particularly just to see how Jared Goff doing in another uniform.
Oh yeah.
So
then you got your week 12 too as well, the Packers game.
Yeah, and that's a lot of mystery with the schedule itself, you know, across the league. Because I believe the Packers open up against the Saints.
Yeah.
And right now, it's slated for Aaron Rodgers to be the starter for him. But hey, we have to see. You know, he won out.
We don't know who he gonna go to, ramily. So
hey, you know, and yeah, like I said, man, you know, it's a lot of nuggets on the schedule. Again, but like I said, man, we caught some few takeaways, and we got some takeaways from the schedule. So we're gonna be presenting that to y'all today.
What? So make sure y'all go ahead, relax, enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah, y'all already know what time it is, man. Cause y'all know, at the end of the day, we here to dissect. So, without further ado, the takeaways.
Pop it up.
Takeaway number 1. 5 primetime games.
Oh yeah.
Tied for the most in football.
Again, Ramily. Again.
You know how we do primetime, baby. We did pretty well last year in primetime. We got 3 on the road this year. So we played the 49ers, Cardinals, and Seahawks. All division games on the road. But again, we get our first game in SoFi. With fans.
With the fans, y'all.
You know, against the Bears. And, you know, Matthew Stafford facing a familiar foe. You definitely gotta circle that game as well, you know, first week of the season. How you feel about the primetime schedule?
I like the primetime schedule. I mean, we got 5 again. You know, so that's cool. Especially the opener, you know, the Chicago, you know, get the fans back. I know they'll be turned up, hype about it, Rams house.
You already know.
You know, they're gonna be out there, you know what I'm saying, doing what they need to do out there. As far as getting our, you know, Rams turned up out there. You know, I know they're gonna be turned up for the fans. But then you got this other game with the Titans as well. And then you got your other game as far as the, you know, of course, the Seahawks Thursday night game. So, I don't know, we always play them Thursday night game at their house, but it's cool. I like it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these primetime games, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, we got majority of our primetime games against the division, so it allows us to be able to go ahead and spotlight the division, which is the best division in football.
In football, pretty much. Yeah.
But again, we got Bears week 1 primetime, so tied for the most in the league. So you know, it has something to do with our, you know, the team, the you know, the market. You know, LA, you know, is a big market, man. You know, gotta put them on TV a lot. So. Yeah, that's our first takeaway so far, the schedule, man. That's what we saw. Takeaway number 2.
Pop it up.
The 10th toughest schedule according to opponents' win-loss record from last year.
What?
Don't know how to really feel about that. I thought last year we had a pretty grueling stretch from time to time. But I think, you know, after seeing the schedule, I think there's definitely some leeway, a lot more leeway than what we had last year, as far as how tough the schedule is as a whole. Yeah. What do you say about that?
The 10th, I mean, we did come up with a stretch last year, you know, but the way I'm seeing the schedule from this year, I don't really see if it was the 10th toughest.
I mean, it's not as tough as what we had last year, but I mean, it's definitely tough.
It can get battled, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, as far as the win-loss record from last year, a lot of that's changed. You know, new teams, so we don't know how these teams
actually
going to play as far as on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah,
but
so we're going to definitely have to see.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, that was another takeaway. Takeaway number 2. Go ahead and throw a takeaway 3, man. Man, we opened up with 4 opponents that played in the playoffs in the first 5 weeks.
Woo.
So, I mean, it sounds bad. It sounds brutal.
Sounds brutal.
Sounds brutal. But Bears, Colts, Bucks, Seahawks, first 5 weeks. These teams that made it to the playoffs last year. You know, these teams gonna be bringing in, you know, a lot of the same players. You know, of course, with Justin Fields there in Chicago.
Is he going to start week 1?
Yeah, I would guess.
That's a question
I would guess he would probably. If I had to take a guess, he would start probably week 1. I mean, I don't see you as the Bears going week 1, you know, with Andy Dalton.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Justin Fields, I feel like he's in the driver's seat to start, but yeah, I mean, these are all playoff teams from last year, so they definitely still got some firepower as a team overall. And yeah, that's going to be a nice test for us at the beginning of the year as well, being able to play some quality opponents.
You got the Colts out there with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, we got Carson Wentz this upcoming season. I believe it's week 2. So yeah, we got Carson Wentz week 2 in Indianapolis, and then of course we got Tom Brady and the Bucs in week 3, and the Seahawks week 5 on Thursday night. So those games are going to be, of course, tough.
Yeah, it's cool.
So,
I mean, and it could be an easy slate, Ramily.
No, at least not out the gate.
Out the gate.
At least not out the gate.
Gotta be realistic here, Ramily.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, definitely we gotta look at the schedule, for what it is. You know, like I said, man, a lot of these teams we played last year, a lot of teams we're playing, with a lot of new staff, new players. So it's gonna be a different season. Takeaway 4, man. Throw that shit up.
Throw that shit up, man.
Man, 3 home games in the first 4 weeks, man.
How y'all like that, Ramily? Drop the comments down below.
Now, I know a big complaint last year was, the travel schedule last year, the back and forth, east to west coast.
Yeah, everybody's
type
about
thing,
yeah.
So, yeah, we start off, relatively, chilling at the crib. Start off week 1 at home, of course. And then we have our first 3 games in the first 4 weeks at home. So that gives us an advantage, being able to play in front of the fans, out the gate. Being able to go ahead and show out Matthew Stafford, being able to play in that dome, SoFi, get comfortable early in the season.
Get loose out there.
Yeah, and just kind of build some momentum, Definitely. We should win games at home.
I mean, we did good at home last year, dog.
Yeah, we definitely did good at home.
Like, nobody couldn't really fuck with us at home, but this is a new season, so we'll see how this gonna work, plans out with the good old boy Matthew Stafford.
You should always win at home.
We should always.
So, like I say, it's always a good deal when you get those games at home out the gate. And like I said, man, that's different compared to what we had to deal with last year. So, I mean, like I said, I'm being able. Of course, we started at home last year, but that was to open up the stadium. But we had a lot of road games early on in the season last year,
like back-to-back road games at that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good start. Good stretch at least at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Takeaway 5, man. Go ahead and throw it
that
up.
Shit up there, man.
Week 4, man, through week 11, man. The lightest part of the schedule.
What?
Now, Ramily, of course, y'all did see the schedule at the beginning of the video, and after further looking at the schedule, I really feel like that week 4 to week 11 stretch could really define what we are as a team, and not necessarily as far as the competition, is what we can actually do, against some of the inferior competition in the stretch. I mean, you got games against the Lions, the Texans, the Giants, a team like the Cardinals, who, is in the division but not necessarily a super powerhouse. I really feel like these are winnable games. Yeah, and like when it's all said and done, this will determine how we are, what's the makeup of our team, through them weeks. We got a Sunday night game against the Titans, that's followed by a Monday night game against the 49ers. So, and this is before our bye. So this is real critical,
critical, y'all.
This stretch here, and like I said, I feel like this is very winnable, especially when you got the Giants, Lions, Texans, in there, scrambled along with, Seahawks and Cardinals and Titans.
Titans, yeah.
I think those are winnable games. So, how you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, I feel like they'll also be winnable games as well. It's just to see how if our team is really clicking at that time. As far as what we did last year. But, I mean, yeah, like you throw in with the Giants, we got the Texans, that should be a winnable game. The Lions should be a winnable game. The Giants should be a winnable game. Then you got this Arizona and Seattle back-to-back division games. So that's key right there at the gate. So we got to win those 2 games out the gate. That's two key divisional games right there. Right? So we got to push that out the direction. If we want to concede, keep on going, then win our division. So I can see winnable games from week 4 through 11 going to the bye.
Yeah. And, you know, like I said, man, you know, with it being that extra game, you know, we definitely got to go ahead and take care of these, you know, the winnable games early while we can, you know, because, you know, the end of the season, you know, the games get tighter, the games get more competitive, you know, teams have more to play for. So, I mean, like I said, that stretch right there is going to tell us what type of team we are when it's all said and done. Like, you know, we're going to be looking at some of these games, the games we should win, the Giants, Lions, Texans, and, you know, the games we know are going to be tough where we still should be able to still pull it out at the end of the day. So, you know, it's just that particular part of the schedule, I feel like that's one of our lightest parts, in my opinion. Takeaway 6.
Put it up.
Week 17 and week 18 is crucial.
Woo!
What? Crucial. And by crucial, I mean, you know, we could be possibly playing for a wild card spot. We can possibly be playing for the division title. The Ravens and the 49ers are the two teams that we finish out with, week 17 and week 18. Potentially our most difficult stretch of the, and I'm going to say that for the entire season. It's going to essentially tell us whether we're mentally strong enough to be able to close this out. You know, I'm pretty sure by week 17 we're going to be definitely in the thick of things as far as the playoffs. And I really feel like, you know, we got to win these type of games down the stretch, particularly against the 49ers, a team that we struggled against for the past few years. Yeah. And, you know, the Ravens, who pretty much gave us a drumming in the last time we played them. So
that's another game to look forward to as well. That Ravens game.
But it's also the travel as well. You know, going from the east to the west coast, you know, playing in Baltimore, going to San Fran. You know, we got to see what the team is going to be, you know, what they capable of in that 2-game stretch to close out the season. And possibly we could be clinching something more important than just, you know, a wild card.
So, probably the number 1 seed.
You never know. This what these games come down to. Week 17, week 18. 49ers, Ravens and 49ers respectively. Like,
two big key games.
You know, and particularly for McVay, because McVay has not been able to get over that San Fran hump. You know, this is a win that he needs going, you know, at the end of the season. You know, so these are 2 critical games in my opinion. Like, easily, and you know,
it is.
And like I said, man, we gotta win those games. You know, we'll see how things change throughout the all season, heading into the season. But you know, this is definitely a game that I'm keeping my eye on. You know, because I know it's going to come down to it.
Yeah,
it's going to come down to the shits. So.
Yeah, it's going to be nail biting and all that. You don't know what's going to go on at them type of moments right there. So, yeah, them 2 games definitely to look out for. Most definitely.
Takeaway 7, man.
Shoot it up there.
Goff versus Stafford. Now, we all know, man, we had to talk about this one. Man. Jared Goff playing in another uniform for the first time in his career. He's traveling back to Los Angeles.
Coming back.
To face Matthew Stafford and the Rams, man. And when it's all said and done, I mean, we all know these teams are 2 totally different teams.
Oh, yeah.
One is rebuilding. Another is right there. So... But I think the main story here, and it has nothing to do with the teams, is of course the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
you know,
both
Jared
the
Goff,
quarterbacks. Yeah.
How he's gonna play, you know, in this Detroit team. You know, we kind of already know what Matthew Stafford can bring to the table, but I think the biggest mystery right now is what the Lions are able to get out of Jared Goff.
I mean, what can they get out of Jared Goff?
We don't know.
We don't know. We're gonna have to see.
But we will definitely get an early taste of that come week 7.
So
and
circle that.
I think that's a big game that everybody's in the league kind of looking forward to, you know, considering how everything played out in the offseason with the trade, you know, everything with Jared Goff during the season, and, you know, whether there's still any bad blood between, you know, McVay, Goff, and the Rams, you know. It's just, you know, we're going to be looking at a lot. We're going to be looking at a lot come week 7. You know, like I said, man.
You got Broncos over there as well.
We also got Broncos over there, Brad Holmes. So it's a Rams reunion over there in Detroit.
So it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, definitely gonna get interesting for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, it's Detroit, so
we'll have. Yeah.
But takeaway number 8, man.
Let's get it.
Put it up. Lamar Jackson Revenge Week. Week 17. I already stated it. I already stated this week how big it is. It's also big because the last time we played Lamar Jackson, he's pretty much sealed the MVP on our shit.
Yeah. On Monday night.
You know, it was a Monday night. It was a coming out party for Lamar Jackson. They beat us 48-7.
What?
At home.
Burst.
And yeah, that pretty much
sealed it.
Yeah, it pretty much was like one of the first times in maybe the McVay era that we got our will taken from us. Like, definitely. You know, so when it's all said and done, we all know how big this game is as far as on the revenge tip. I don't really have too much to add to it other than the fact that, you know, we have to beat these people. Like,
we definitely got to beat these boys. Like, y'all remember that shit, man. Like, take it on. Like, let's get it. Like, it's time to go in on these guys. Like, y'all got embarrassed 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was total embarrassment.
Total embarrassment. Like, we don't want that. Like, that's not going to happen again. So, I want the Rams to go out there and take it to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully me and Jason will actually go out there to go see that game.
And we'll have to see.
We're going to have to see. You never know.
I have to see. But, yeah, that's a big game as far as on the schedule. Week 17, 48-7. Again, it's the last time we played these people. Mm-hmm. They beat us pretty fucking bad. And, like I said, Lamar said MVP that night. So, it's a whole lot that we got a lot as far as motivation-wise to go in there and beat the hell out of these people. So, I'm looking forward to that game as well. Mm-hmm. But that's a number 8 takeaway. And our last takeaway, number 9, put that shit on the board.
Put it on there.
No grueling road trips this season.
Woo!
Now, I think we can all agree that probably was the worst schedule that anybody could have possibly asked for last season.
What?
Between the East Coast games and the West Coast games and going to New Jersey and Buffalo and New England and
Philly.
Washington and Philly and then flying back home and then having to go, you know, to all these other goddamn
and go
places.
right back to the East Coast to Tampa, like on a Monday.
You know, we have to travel to Tampa. You know, last year was a struggle for the team, and honestly, like, they don't get enough credit for, you know, what they was able to do last year as far as being able to do the traveling thing and, you know, everything with COVID. Like, you know, everything with COVID and the traveling and being, you know, having to do all that traveling back and forth.
Protocols and all that.
Yeah, like, you know, you can't commend the team any better. Like, you know, as far as being able to go out there and handle themselves and follow protocol and still show up for games and, you know, still go out there and play to win, and like, it's just a lot. So I think the NFL did us a solid this year by not having us do all these stupid ass road trips this year.
Yeah, thank you.
As I stated, we start a lot of games at home, so we'll be able to, you know, kind of, you know, to train at home, train at, you know, the facility, things like that. You know, and like I said, that's the main thing. The West to East Coast trips last year, that shit is a no-no.
No brainer.
That's a no.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
So, like I said, that's a good thing. Yeah. That's definitely what I saw out the gate as far as on the schedule. As far as the road trips, and the traveling, you know, it's good. I agree.
It's good. Traveling is good this year, y'all. So
yeah, man.
Don't panic.
Oh yeah, it's not necessarily like the traveling good. We still got to travel.
Yeah, we still got to travel, but
it's not worse than last year.
Yeah, tell you that. Like,
it ain't worse than last year by no stretch. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, that was our takeaways, man. And, you know, schedule is out there.
Schedule's out there.
Y'all can comment, man. Y'all let us know, man. What's y'all most anticipated game, man? How y'all feel about the schedule? And You already know what it is, man.
It's One House TV, man. You already know. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, man.
And share this shit, man, because this is the real deal, man. This is Rams House TV.
We ain't playing.
We not playing around with y'all fools, man.
For real. We coming at y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm Jalen.
And I'm Snoop. And this is Round House
TV. And remember, before you turn the TV off at night, before you cut the water off on the sink, before you cut off the PS5, just remember, whose house?
Round House.
Gang, gang.
Gang.